Hello, buddy. The subject I'm going to talk about today for the daily wisdom is just giving. Just giving. Giving, right? Just giving. And, I've done other videos on like law of the reciprocity or whatever. But one of the things I want each and every one of you to know is that I really truly believe with all the craziness that's happening in the world today, if you really tried to break it down to just a simplicity, there's people that are doing nothing, and then there's takers, and then there's givers. And I know that you guys have heard this before. In fact, there's like books written about it, everything. And so to show you how simple a person can actually keep this is on a day-to-day basis, you're really only doing a couple of things. One, you're either searching and finding things to give away. And then when you find things that are worth something of value, you spend all day giving it away to other people. And that's really all we're doing every day. So, like Jim Rohn says, it's simpler in life. Everything's simple, but it's simpler not to do it. And when you're not giving, you're not receiving. So I seen this video today from Ron. He sent it to me, and I just want to share with you what it said on there because I thought it was pretty interesting that on our beautiful property that we have here, we have an apple and a pear tree, and they're just full right now. It's crazy to me how high the apples will grow on branches as they're like tipping over. It looks like, all the branches are going to break. But when you really, really look at what the trees require, is they require water and sun. So they all day, every day, to best of their ability, they're just requiring water and sun. Now, they don't produce the fruit and eat the fruit. I'll say that again. They don't produce the fruit and eat the fruit. They don't need the fruit. That's their gift that they give away. And a number of times, during the year, especially around this time, our neighbors will come over and ask if they can come get, the pears and the apples, and we just say, help yourself. But a lot of wildlife, especially deer, are constantly in our yard because the apples and the pears drop and they eat them. And it's really cool to see the mom with their little babies, and I guarantee you, they know where that is. They know what time to go there. They just, hey, listen, that apple tree, let's go feed, right? And so for each and every person, it's like, whether you know this or not, you can always give. And when I first got involved in any kind of concept of giving to others, I still gave. A lot of you probably have that heart. And the only way that you can give is have something that's worth giving away. So when I was really, really young, I used to help people do things. Then when I figured out how to fix bikes and snowmobiles and motorcycles, I would fix them. And that was my way. When I became a mechanic, of course, I was helping other people because they knew me as a mechanic. And they're like, hey, I have something wrong with my car. Can you check it out? Can you fix this? And then I used that same skill to actually earn money. Are you guys following how simple life is? So that decided to be the skill that I was giving away. And so when I met my second mentor, I believed with all my heart and soul that he had something to give away. His wisdom, his knowledge, the things that I never heard of before. And so there was no one on the planet that put more people in front of my mentor than me. All day, every day, I put his wisdom in front of other people. What he shared with me, I put in front of other people. There's really only one other step, is that some of the wisdom I was sharing with others, I actually applied to my life. So he would share me something to do. And my son and I, talked this morning, my elder son, Robert Hollis Jr., he's 43. And me and him were talking about this, and it was just hilarious, is that each and every day he has a way to make people's water better than it is. And so between him and everybody that he trains, they're out every day talking to people that they need to have better water for them and their families. End of story. So some people can be an employee of that, and then some people can make a business out of that. And so, I just know that I know that I know that if each and every day you're not excited to share something with other people, then you're just going to be stagnant. It's like a universal law. The person that gives the most gets the most. And that's how simple it is. So, each and every one of you, I believe, just like the apple tree and the pear tree, every one of you have something to give away. And if you don't believe in the gifts that you have, or the gifts that you have learned, you got to give away other people's gifts. All day, every day. So when I read this book, because my mentor told me to read it, when I read this book, I thought, man, what if I was personally responsible as one of the people in the world to just give this book away to more people than anyone? What if I was just the individual that just decided to make sure that I gave this out to as many people as I can every single day? And it wasn't by accident that when I created Unlimited Wisdom, that the very first thing that I put in the classroom was that book. It was like, hey, what are you going to give people? So now this is how simple sorting is, right? So if you give something to somebody and they decide not to use it or they're not interested in it, then we just move on to someone that has ears to hear. What happens to the majority of the people is they take it personally. So their mind, the dinos are going off, right? Well, what if I reach out to somebody and they get mad at me? And what if I reach out to somebody and they say something negative to me? And what if I reach out to somebody and instead of they accepting my gift, they want to give me a gift? And what if they ignore me? All I know every day is that if you don't plant seeds, you get no apple trees. That's all I know. So I've gotten really, really good at not allowing the people that disagree with me or the people that don't do nothing to stop me from giving the gift away. You guys got this? And I mean, the reason I wanted to do this video is I just had it in my mind that just really how simple is life? And I think it was Mary today that made a post. It's like, listen, if you don't want to do anything today, at least do something to make yourself better. Go in your mind, okay, out of all the gifts, what gift, should I give to other people today? And so whether you're an individual that like Charlie Kirk or not, is his life was pretty simple. Didn't do excellent in school. Then decided to go to West Point and they said no. And then he said, great. Then I'm going to start Turning Point and I'm going to go out there and start sharing it with everyone all day, every day. That's all I'm going to do. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I seen a post that, prior to him getting assassinated, he had like 4.2 million Instagram followers. Now he's got 12 million. So, you don't have to agree or disagree with him to know that each and every day that he believed in something, and every day he went out to do his very best to share that with everyone he could. How many of you would probably agree that the majority of the people all day, every day consistently said no? Wow. So it didn't make a difference if he was doing a Turning Point event or he was showing up on a university or a high school. When he went out there to promote it, all the people that seen the promotion, majority of them said no. No, thank you. I'm busy. I'm too busy surviving. I'm not interested, to the people that were totally against and opposed him. Didn't stop him from doing events. So, I have to admit that me not knowing much about this guy, that his story has really inspired me. It's really, truly inspired me. And Mary, I wasn't able to say it quick enough, but I think I seen your husband yesterday making something. Yeah. And it was like, I seen you looking at it and twisting it. I wish you would have just showed it to the crowd. But people right now are making those decisions. It's crazy that we live in a world right now that, haven't even seen something like 9/11. But isn't it funny how fast those three groups of people show up in everything in life? As 9/11 happened, one group doesn't know about it, doesn't care about it. Then there's this other group that says, yeah, I'm glad that happened. And then another group that went, man, I got to stop being a lazy wimp. I just gotta work more on me. And when I find something, I just got to go out there and find something that makes me better. Jim Rohn said it best. Craig was posting some things on Jim Rohn, I think, or somebody in the group. And, Jim Rohn just, constantly said it best. It's easy to do, but it's easier not to do. But each and every day, you need to be working on you more than anything else. KAIZEN, never-ending improvement. So the way that I was able never to work for anybody ever again is I just got really good at giving other people's wisdom away. That's all I did. Knowing that when I gave that gift, that some people would go, man, thank you very much. They would actually do the assignment. They would actually change their attitude and who they were. And then the next thing we know, they're an entrepreneur. They're an independent contractor. They're never working. And they change their whole family tree forever. And so that's all I wanted to share with you guys. That simple, short, just each and every day, find a way to give to others. The way to greatness is the service of many. And I just want to make one last statement for the people in unlimited wisdom. If you decide not to take this challenge and not do it, you're not even going to know that you're the same to me. Right? I still love up on you. I still think you're awesome. I still will do everything I can to support you, because I know a lot of people, are still working on their ability to believe that they're worthy enough to give away somebody else's treasure. So, Mary, you got your hand raised?
Yep. So you mentioned something about my husband bringing in something yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was something that he made, and it was a Charlie Kirk thing. I'll hold it up for you. But basically It says, because you might not be able to read it, never underestimate the power of your voice and the impact you can have on the world when you speak up for what you believe in.
Wow.
You can see it, but can you see it?
Yep. Perfect.
So that's what it was
Perfect.
when you saw me looking at it yesterday. He had just done it and he brought it in to show me.
Tell him I think it's amazing. I think it's awesome.
I did too.
Could you also ask him if he would create another one? I would love to buy one.
He's actually right here. He said absolutely.
Yep. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Did you hear him?
Yep, I did. Oh, okay. Love you, Mary. Thank you for doing that. And Craig, we're done.
All right. Wow. Nice, short, quick, to the point message. And I hope everybody takes that to heart. Please watch this again because there's so many great nuggets in. Reminders, don't forget tomorrow at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, we have another Daily Wisdom. Thursday, Breakthroughs at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then Friday, another Daily Wisdom, noon p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. If you want to save anything in the chat, there's a couple of things in there. Go ahead and click the 3 dots in the meeting chat and then click on Save Chat. It'll download to your computer once we conclude today's Daily Wisdom. Thank you all so very much. Please have yourselves a great day. I'm going to go ahead and unmute everybody so that we can all say so long for this Tuesday.
Bye. It was
So long. Love you all.
Matthew,
Take care, everyone.
Guys, have
Melody,
a awesome day.
Michael, Kevin, Scott,
Have a great
Sandy,
day.
Karen. Love
Thank you, Robert.
guys.
Thank you, Craig Jackman.
Thank you,
Thank
Cody.
you.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, CJ.
Love
Love
you.
you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.